Guys, so today we're back with another video, and this is going to be a how-to no-handed wheelie video. And I know this is a hard-ish trick, but someone did suggest for me to do it because I'm decent at no-hands. And I know we've done a lot of how-tos because we've got the how-to wheelie, we had the how-to hand scrape, and now we're doing the how-to no-handed. But hopefully our next video will be something that's not related to a how-to. But if you do like the how-tos, make sure you tell us, because obviously if you like them, we'll keep making them. But we don't want to just do loads of how-tos, but the next vlog should be a riding vlog, hopefully. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Like, subscribe and comment. If you like these how-tos, make sure you comment, because then it will tell us. But yeah, let's get on to the first tip to how to no-hand. Right, so the first tip, which is probably the most helpful tip, is you need to have a high seat. Because when you're doing the wheelie, like I was in the position I'm in now, you need to be higher than your bars, so you're looking down at your bars. So I'll show you. Obviously you don't want it too high that you can't do a wheelie, but this is about where I normally have my height. It's like perfect for me because I can do whatever. But when I do no hands, I definitely go up a lot more. I would recommend maybe like a couple more inches than what you're used to. And if you've never tried a no-hander, then I'd definitely recommend that the first time you do it, you just get used to the seat height, which is what I did. So you've got this a lot higher than you normally have it. You want to get used to wheeling with that. Maybe 10-20 minutes I'm just spending on it. I know it sounds like a long time, but it will definitely be worth it, because once you've got the gist of no hands, they're easy. So let me just show you how far, an example of how I can no hand. So that wasn't the best one I've ever done, but that's just like an example. Probably what you'll be able to do by the end of this video, hopefully. But obviously, as I said in the other videos, it's not something that just comes on just because you do these tips. You've got to practice it, or you're just not going to get anywhere. So obviously, the more practice, the better you're going to get it. I'm not perfect at them. I obviously can't go forever with one. That'd be nice too, but yeah, roughly I could go for maybe from maybe this lamppost here to that lamppost over there. That's probably how far I could go in my very, very best. So I'm not the best at them, but I'm pretty good at them. So yeah, the next tip, let's roll on to the next tip. Right guys, so another important thing that you got to do is when you're doing the no hands, because look, as my seat height is now, I'm like facing down at the bars. So what you want to get used to is doing the wheelie. I'll just show you quickly. You want to get used to doing a wheelie, taking your hands off like that. Because obviously you do not have, obviously if you're going to start learning these, you're going to know how to wheel and you're going to have your brake control. But when you're no handering, obviously there's no way of you getting your brake. So the best way to stop you from falling off the back of the bars is to go to one side. And that'll be because of like the wind or whatever. You've got, obviously it's not even balance on my bike, so I've got no front brake, but I've got the back brake. Be 3 to 4 seconds. That's when you want to start to like pedal a lot more, and I do recommend a low gear for it. Personally, I'm running 1 on the front and 4 on the back, and I normally wheel in 2 and 4, 2 and 5. So as you can tell, that's a big difference. But I find it like when you got your hands off, you can pedal so much easier with it. So that's what you want to get used to. And then just remember, you don't have the back brakes, so don't go crazy with the pedaling. That's why I say go in a lot lower gear, because it will be like more control, and just like go slow with your pedals. But yeah, you will get it. It just does take a long time like the other things, but that's all I can really say, honestly. It's just practice. Make sure you put your head in, because if you don't, and if you're sitting like that, you're gonna put the weight on the back and the bike's gonna tip backwards, and then that could end quite nasty. So you want to go not like stupidly forward, but just go like that. Maybe put your hands there so then you can like turn a bit when you're doing them. or just put your hands behind your back in front of you. Another thing is when I was learning them, I like to do a no-hander but put my hands right next to the bars, so just in case I can just go like that and I'm back on. But it's entirely your choice. Now I just drop my hands really because I've got my balance and that. But yeah, also recommend to go uphill rather than downhill or on a flat, because if you're coming downhill then obviously you roll downhill, so obviously you're probably going to come off the back, so that's not the best thing to do. Either flat or uphill is probably the best. But yeah, apart from that, make sure you've got a high seat, low gear, head into the bars. You can put your hands here when you're a beginner, or I say beginner, but when you're just starting to learn it, just put your hands near it so then you can just grab on, or there so you can get your balance, so you can move your body to one side when your bars come in. That's what I'll do sometimes, because I'll be doing the wheelie, the wind will blow it like there and it'll start hitting my knees, then I'll just either go like that and tap it back in, or I'll just like lean my body and it turn slowly. But yeah, you've got to just get used to it, and it does take, this is one of the the irritating things. It's like a really hard one to learn, to be honest with you. But you don't need anything really special on your bike, you just need to make sure you've got a high seat. And yeah, I used to have a really stiff headset and that helped a lot, but I don't like stiff headsets except if it's for them handers. So yeah, I'm going to show you a few of the clips of me no-handering, but it is a pretty windy day today. I know that's not an excuse. Let's just get on to the few clips then.
Talking about stiff headsets, if you want yours a little bit more stiff so your bars don't keep on going like to the side like that, you one way to do it is if you untighten the pinch bolts like this, and then tighten this one, tighten the compression cap a little bit more than you should do, I mean, like that, then tighten these again, and the other one, and it should be a little bit more stiffer. If it isn't any stiffer, tighten it until it is, and the bars will stay in the same place while you do no-handers.
And we've got to say, this probably isn't the best idea because it can crush your bearings. It's not like, oh, don't do it because it's going to crush your bearings, but it can. I just wouldn't keep it for a long time. Maybe do it while you're just learning your balance, and then maybe keep it on for like an hour or something, but do not keep it like that because that can crush your bearings. And that obviously, to ride normally, it isn't nice to have it like really tight like how it is now. It's gone a lot stiffer, and I like to have my bars to move a lot. But obviously when you're learning to do your no-handers, once you've got in about 4 to 5 pedals, then make it back to nice, because you don't want your bearings going, because who wants their bearings going? But yeah.
And also one tip is to put a spacer in between the top cap and the bearings and the little sleeve thing, just so
protects your bearings a bit more.
The forks don't wobble like mad or move.
Let's show you some clips of me no-handering.